Lowry is getting set to kick it off, and we will be underway here in Tallahassee this afternoon. Getting set to receive for Maryland, there's Coach Bobby Bowden. As you look back deep, Jermaine Lewis is new to the kickoff return situation in the last couple of weeks, trying to get some much-needed speed against Florida State. Lewis tries to track it down. It goes out of the end zone, and there'll be no return on this one. We'll set it up at the 20. It'll be 1st and 10, and John Kaleo will come out. Let's take a look at the starters for Maryland offensively.
John Kaleo is the guy that makes it go. Frank Wycheck is new in there. He rushed last week, though, for over 100 yards. He's going to be their way. They're going to get it on the ground, but usually they go through the air. They haven't had a whole lot of time this year. Ingram and the guys, if they got their work cut out for them.
Brunzik and Badgett are lined up to the left side. 4 wide outs, and the superback is Wycheck for John Kaleo on 1st and 10. Here's Wycheck straight ahead, and he gets up to about the 23-yard line. Let's look at that defensive lineup.
It's amazing. What they're going to have to do is just what they tried to do on that first play, get these front 3 guys going the opposite direction. Marvin Jones is back. You're not going to fool him. Sawyer and Abraham, you're going to have a tough time throwing over those 2 guys.
It's 2nd down and about 7. After the 3-yard gain by Wycheck, Kaleo. It's a no-huddle offense, but it's based on checks right at the line of scrimmage. Kaleo to throw on 2nd down to Wycheck, incomplete. Kaleo coming up on 3rd down and 7. No score. Has some time. Scrambling out of the pocket now, and we'll have to get rid of it. And let's see if they credit Brunzik with a catch, and they do.
That's exactly the kind of poise they need from him today.
Kaleo looking at 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Rushes on, the quick screen to Wycheck. And Wycheck up over the 35 is brought down at the 37. As just mentioned, he's the all-time leading receiver in Maryland history. Back to action. Kaleo out of the no-huddle. It is complete to Jermaine Lewis.
But they're not getting fancy with things. They're going short.
3rd and 1. And Kaleo calls his own number to get up for the 1st down.
Their problem has been once they got cross midfield and getting into other people's territory is where they've ran into some trouble.
3 wide outs. Brunzik is set up as a slot. Kaleo to throw. Stuck onto it too hard. No hiding that. 2nd down. 10 yards to go at the 42. They fake the shovel, and here's Kaleo trying to scramble out. Kaleo. Nice run upfield into Florida State territory, and a gain to the Florida State 44-yard line. Frank Wycheck is his lone setback. He has 4 wide receivers in the pattern, and this is Wycheck. Hit at the line by Marvin Jones and gets very little yardage. Just named this week. 2nd down and 9. Kaleo to the flats, Wycheck. Wycheck gets some running room to the 41, and that's about it.
They haven't been able to get points on the board the way they've wanted to this year.
3rd and 7, no score. Maryland with the first possession of the football game. Kaleo looking for Jermaine Lewis, and Fuller is with him. He's averaging 34-3 a game. His longest is 47. Gets a good one off here that Sawyer will stop dead on at the 16. Look at their starters.
They're going more to the running backs. McMillan, look for a day from Floyd. They want to beat up on this Maryland team a little bit. That takes the pressure off of Charlie Ward for the backs. They'll be able to do that because they've been getting a lot of blocking this year. Look for them to go towards a guy named Robert Stevenson on the left side. He's going against Mark Sturdivant.
Floyd picked up some 100 yards, 90 yards against Virginia last week in the ACC title clinching win. Out of the shotgun, here's Charlie Ward. Quick pass, complete. And it is to Marek Vanover, one of the most exciting. And here's the defense, and Florida State's going no huddle.
This group, Mike Jamalowitz, he's the leader of that defense, the defensive backs. How are you going to cover Vanover and McCorvey? You got to cover them all day, so you better figure out a way to do it.
2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Shotgun formation again. This time it's complete to Shannon Baker. And Baker gets out to the 25-yard line.
When they're throwing the football, Bobby Bowden's want to put him in that position.
3rd down, no score. About 1.5 yards to go. The pass is complete to Kes McCorvey for the 1st. And more. Drozdoff is going to have to track him down at the 39-yard line.
A long distance and put plays together, but you give them a step and they're gone.
Here comes Charlie Ward. And Here's the big threat that he presents out of the shotgun to midfield, and yet another first down.
And he's going to pick up 15 yards when he takes off.
1st and 10. Rush is on. Dropping the pass is Tiger McMillan in the flat, opening a new section in the end zone. 66,000. Ward going upstairs. Has a man down there, Vanover. There's a collision, but no flag at 47-yard line. No score. Florida State needing to convert here. Ward ad-libbing and getting the first. And more. And goes down smartly at the 27-yard line.
All of a sudden, Charlie Ward's 20 yards downfield.
19-yard gain exactly on the play. Pass tipped twice before it gets into Kevin Knox's.
If they can sit back and force him to make some throws, he will make some bad throws.
2nd and 10. Ward complete to Vanover inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Neither team has gone to a huddle here in their first offensive series. 1st and goal. Here's Ward on the loose. Ward headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Charlie Ward is playing with all the confidence in the world today.
See what the call's going to be.
We do not have a dead ball foul on the defense. It's on the offensive team. Dead ball. Dead ball.
On for the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. And Florida State is out in front here. 7-0 on Charlie Ward's 9-yard touchdown run. So what Maryland feared would happen has taken place as the Seminoles march for their 16-yard line for the score. Let's pause now for a word from your local ACC station. Jermaine Lewis is back deep at the 10-yard line. Lawrence tries to track this one down and have to get on it quickly at the 19. And he is hit and leveled. Neither team has used a huddle here this afternoon. 3 wide receivers to the short side, 1 to the wide side of the field for Kaleo on 1st and 10. It is complete to Brunzik. Brunzik at midfield. A yard shy of it actually, and Corey Sawyer. Their top over the middle receiver, Matt Fryer, is out with a separated shoulder. Should return for the Florida game. 1st and 10 for Maryland. Double screen off to Harris. Nicely formed out there, and a tackle made on the play. 2nd and short. Kaleo. Pass complete to Wycheck, but there's no gain. The reason being Derek Brooks. Florida State leading Maryland 7-0. 2 yards to go for the first, and Carl Simpson's call.
Dead ball. Defense is offsides. 5 yards.
Penalty gives Maryland the first down. They're now 3 for 5 in 3rd down conversions. Here's Kaleo. Runs into Wycheck, actually Brunzik, and Marvin Jones runs into him shortly thereafter. 2nd down and 1. Kaleo carries himself. And Kaleo has the first down as in the scoring zone inside the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Scrambling out, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage is Reggie Freeman. Play clock running down.
Wide left on that.
Offense. 2nd down.
2nd down, 15 at the 23. There's the noise. Double screen, Harris. Well set up again, he's on his way. Touchdown, Maryland. Richie Harris. His 45th catch of the year and his first touchdown of the season. The Armas for the point after. It is good. We've got a tie ball game here at Florida State as the Terrapins march from their own 27-yard line, and Richie Harris takes a 23-yard aerial, a run and catch play from John Kaleo to tie it up. The Armas to kick it away, and we'll get this thing cranked up again. Tiger McMillan has it at the 26. McMillan threading his way upfield. Nice return out to the 43-yard line. But it was a gain of 9 by Jay Dubas. 1st and 10. Here comes the reverse to Tamarick Vanover. Vanover up the field. and gets it into Maryland territory. He was a tailback in high school here in Tallahassee. And he gets the pass attention from Charlie Ward, overthrown slightly.
You know he's going to get hot sooner or later. You just never know when.
Out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Screen is set up. McMillan has it. McMillan was blocking, and he's just shy of the first down. Great open field tackle. Floyd and McMillan are the setbacks. We may see our first true running play, and we do. McMillan has the corner, the first down, and is driven down there by Inge. He's out of the lineup for a couple of weeks. McMillan takes the load, and Floyd is helped out. Out of the shotgun on first down. Ward has Vanover complete at the 9-yard line.
No way this guy can make any kind of play he wants.
First and goal, Ward to throw. Has a man over the middle, Shannon Baker, and he's brought down by Jamalowicz at the 2-yard line. He just about single-handedly, though, tore apart NC State earlier this season with a couple of big, long touchdown passes from Charlie Ward. Here is Floyd trying to go in from the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Here comes Floyd in for the touchdown. Florida State on the score. They move up on top. And Mowry's going to kick after. The kick hits the upright, goes through. Hey, it doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to get there. And that's what happened to Dan Mowry. Something tackle the tackle, and Floyd will be the man who'll be featured. Mowry with the kick. Jermaine Lewis has it at the 9. Lewis up the middle. Nice seam, and it closed down quickly at the 31-yard line. And this is their best field position of the afternoon. 14-7, Florida State in the lead. Kaleo out of the shotgun. Hand off to Wycheck. Wycheck straight ahead. 2nd down coming. 6 yards to go. Kaleo with play action, and pressure coming from Derek Alexander. He and Dan Clark.
Of course, that's another reason why they've been doing these 3-step drops and having Kaleo get rid of the ball, because they know they can't keep the Florida defensive line off him forever.
Time ticking down here in the first. Kaleo looking for Harris, but it is incomplete. Off the sidelines. But that's the end of the first quarter of play. As on 3rd down, Maryland does not convert. They'll have to punt when we come back and start the 2nd quarter, but they'll have a slight wind at their back when we do so. Score, Florida State by a touchdown.
If you're the Terps, you got to punt to a guy like Sawyer. Even when you're punting, there's no respite from this team.
He returned one for a touchdown against North Carolina. This one is going to go for considerably less yardage. Ward's an even better threat to run out of the shotgun than he is to throw. Back to throw this time. Has the time down the middle of the field and just overthrows the outstretched hands of Tamarick Vanover.
Maryland's got an offense that could get them back in.
2nd and 10. Hand off to McMillan. Jamalowicz diagnoses it nicely and gets him down at the 24. Florida State with a 1-touchdown lead, trying to convert to first. Ward trying to get away from Drozdoff. Does. Now he's trying for first down yardage, and he may have it. Yes, he does. They have run 70% out of the time out of the shotgun. Ward over the middle, complete to Kevin Knox. And he's got another first down at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Ball at the Florida State 48. Ward going upstairs with it. Vanover almost makes a brilliant catch on Gene Green. We're on 2nd down and 10. Florida State at their own 48. Ward standing in, now escapes. Drozdoff chases him down, but it's a first down at the Maryland 37-yard line.
Because I'd rather have him have to throw the ball for 15 than run, because you know if he runs, he's going to get 15.
1st and 10, pass complete for Baker on a beautiful pattern inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Inge and Lawrence bring him down.
These guys.
Down to the 18-yard line, a gain of 18 on the play. Ward out of the shotgun, incomplete, intended for Knox, but Ward was getting heavy pressure.
Let him say, guys, keep after him.
Not having a good time at all. 2nd down. and 10 at the 18. Ward looking for that little dig pattern to Knox. Touchdown, Florida State. Kevin Knox pulls down his second touchdown pass of the season. Dan Mowry on for the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Seminoles lead it 21-7. Kevin Knox pulls in a nice aerial from Charlie Ward. 2:38 on another, 3:13 on a third. Mowry with the kick. Jermaine Lewis picks it up at the 9. Lewis pulled over at the 23-yard line. Their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Kaleo with Wycheck is the lone setback. 4 wide receivers out. Kaleo looks back to the short side, and right there is Weaver. Incomplete. You know the man he has not found. 2nd down and 10 coming. Ball at the 24. Kaleo stands in, fires complete to Prunzik. And Prunzik is out to the 39-yard line where he's got the 1st down. Longest pass play of the afternoon has been about 14-15 yards. The zip on cue. Richie Harris cannot catch up. Kaleo checks off the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 5 seconds when he snapped it. Kaleo stands in, but he'll stand in no more. Derek Alexander flattens him. 2nd sack of the day.
He can take off. Maryland with Kaleo, it's not the same thing.
3rd down and 13. Maryland trailing by 2 touchdowns. Kaleo complete to Harris. No, they say he was out of bounds. The coverage provided by Corey Sawyer. Own 37-yard line. Low snap. Gets it away. Flag on the play. He was knocked down by Derek Brooks. Ball rolls dead.
Oh, decline.
It's a 5-yard roughing the kicker penalty. He was blocked into him, but Maryland will decline the Charlie Ward. Play fake to McMillan. He's going upstairs. Pass is incomplete, intended for Kevin Knox.
As this game goes on, the fact of the matter is that if you're always a step behind, you got some trouble.
Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
They got him backed up. This is where you need some field position.
McMillan's 2 yards deep in the end zone. The handoff goes to the first fullback through.
Almost, and really not miss a beat.
2nd and 16. Ball at the 8. Play action for Charlie Ward. Pass for Vanover is complete. A beautiful catch at the 27-yard line. Well, a freshman who spent some time as an injured tailback and still got 1,300 yards as senior here in high school. Here comes McMillan on the screen. He's got a 1st down and more. Scott Rosen will drive him out. A yard shy of midfield in front of the Maryland bench.
Get out in that open field and attack the Terp defense where it's most vulnerable, at the corners.
15th pass reception of the season. Ward in the pocket, scrambling. Nice block by Farrell, the Korean. Now he reverses field again and calmly throws upfield for Kaz McCorvey. McCorvey down to the 29-yard line.
Won't count, but who cares? It's great to watch.
He's going to be down for a penalty. It's going to be 1st down. They give him credit for the 1st down. It'll be marked off. We didn't get the call on the penalty. Here's Ward looking downfield, lofts one up high, and Green and Rosen converge on it. Nearly thrown away. 2nd down. 15 to go. Ball at the 45. Florida State leading 21-7. Ward sets up the screen. Nice catch by McMillan. McMillan all the way. Has the 1st down. Going for more. Brought down at the Maryland 35-yard line.
You can call anything you want.
That's a free down. 1st and 10 at the 35. Inside play fake, and Ward was out on the corner with it. Going deep for McCorvey. Touchdown, Florida State. McCorvey for his 5th touchdown catch of the season.
For that touchdown. If it hadn't been such a good fake, he would have not had the time to do that. A beautiful fake by Charlie Ward.
Lowry gets the point after, and the Seminoles, the reigning ACC champions, are leading the Maryland Terrapins by a score of 28-7 as we watch Ken McCorvey in action.
Actually use them.
Dan Mowry set to kick as Florida State builds on an early lead, 28-7. This is Jermaine Lewis at the 5. Lewis coming out, and he is brought down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Kaleo. Pass is complete.
Because of the reputation and the solid players that come out of this state.
1st and 10 from the 40. The draw play to Wycheck, and it's going nowhere. Simpson and McIntosh. 2nd down. And 13. Maryland at their own 38-yard line. Kaleo sprinting out, has some room. And he is brought down by Simpson. 3rd down and 3. Maryland trailing here, 28-7. Here's the pitch to Wycheck. And Wycheck is finding the going considerably tougher than he found last week. Set to kick it away. Corey Sawyer back. DeArmas drives Sawyer out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Is they've marched a long way for all 4 of their scores.
3 of their 4 drives have been from the 25-yard line or deeper. Pass is complete to William Floyd. And Floyd, who has scored once through the air near the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Florida State at the 49-yard line. Nicely executed fake by Ward. The screen to Vanover, and he is down for a 1st down at the Maryland 40-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 40. Florida State in Maryland territory again. This is Clyde Allen, junior running back, playing in place of the injured Sean Jackson, gets 9. 2nd down and less than a yard. Allen in motion. Nobody in the backfield for him. Here's the screen to Baker. He's going to throw back to Ward. Ward has it. 1st down. And close to a touchdown inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Saving tackle there by Scott Rosen. 28-yard pass. Actually run and pass play. 1st and goal. This is Allen. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Clyde Allen, the junior. Right after. The last one clanged around the goalpost and went in. This one is a lot cleaner. And Florida State extends their lead to 35-7 as we look at Clyde Allen headed for the end zone. Play Steve Martin along with Jess Atkinson. Dan Mowry getting set to kick it away. Jermaine Lewis back up to his own 4. Lewis cuts upfield. Has himself a nice return. And is brought down to 10. Maryland at their own 33. Here's Wycheck. And Wycheck with his most successful run from scrimmage today out over the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 2. You saw the injured player, Corey Holobetz, on the far sideline. Here's Wycheck carrying it up inside up to the 50-yard line. So, 1st and 10. Kaleo scrambles up inside, but Carl Simpson gets a handle on it. 2nd down and about 11. Ball is at the 48-yard line. Kaleo hands off to Wycheck. Wycheck moves for the 1st down and then some. Abraham brings him down at the 35-yard line. 4:20 left in the 1st half. Maryland trailing 35-7, but they have the ball in Florida State territory at the 35. 1st and 10. Screen complete to Richie Harris. They've scored on this before. Harris headed to the outside. Abraham is there to knock him down along with Todrick McIntosh. Leo, the first junior college transfer to starting quarterback for the Terrapins in recent years. Wycheck's his lone setback. Nance putting on the pressure. Kaleo has to scramble and stops the clock with 21 at the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 21. Wycheck, straight ahead, nothing there. Marvin Jones, 35-7, Florida State in the lead. Maryland trying to punch one in here. They need 7 yards to keep this drive alive. Kaleo looking over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Lewis. He might have been shielded. The Armas on the kick. His longest field goal this season has been 35. This one will be a 38-yard kick. From the left hash, it hits the upright and is rejected.
You know, when you're taking it down and you average about 2 minutes a scoring drive, and the scoring drives probably average about 80 yards, you got plenty of time.
Here comes the reverse to Shannon Baker. Baker has room on the corner, and they'll have a hard time catching him. Inge knocks him out. There's a flag on the play, a second flag on the play. Face mask, 5-yard face mask penalty, sets Florida State up at the 49. Out of the shotgun once again on 1st and 10. The pass is complete to Kevin Knox. Knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line by Brendan Bertha.
Holding on the offense. Repeat first down.
When he's got somebody that's hot, he's going to keep going with it.
First down and a mile and a half for Charlie Ward. Going upstairs to Knox. Bertha and Knox push around. We've got a flag on the play. Mark Duffner's interested in what they're talking about. It'll be defensive pass interference against Maryland.
Did Brandon Bertha had anything to do with that ball not being caught?
15-yard penalty marches Florida State out to the 48-yard line. Ward, 1st and 10, scrambling out of the pocket. And Ward gets down just before.
Just got to watch him sit there and get back up, and he's kind of saying, catch me if you can.
Boy, that's big talk coming from a kicker. Here's Knox. Complete at the 21-yard line from Ward. Florida State on with only one timeout. They're on the 21-yard line of Maryland with 2:08 to play. This drive is not a minute old. Pass incomplete. Bad use of terms. With 2:02 left to go. 2nd down and 10. Ward looking. Has a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Kevin Knox for the 2nd time today. The 3rd touchdown pass for Charlie Ward.
Is so good, they're making the plays.
Lowry's point after is good. And Florida State furthers their lead, and they only used 1 minute and 4 seconds off the clock.
We want to come into the ACC, be the ACC champs, and beat everyone in the conference.
Jermaine Lewis catches it on the bounce at the 12-yard line and heads upfield. Has the speed with a nice return. Florida State has scored each time they've touched the football. Kaleo with time. Over the middle, it is complete. That is Prunzik.
His ankle, if you'll watch him, is hobbling a little bit.
18-yard pass play. Kaleo gets out of the grasp and finds Prunzik again. This is down to the Florida State 36.
He can barely run.
Penalty pushes Maryland to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1 minute and 6 remaining in the first half. Florida State leading 42-7. Kaleo in a little bit of trouble. Looking deep for Prunzik, complete at the 9.
Toughest place to get yourself in the end zone from the 10-yard line.
Here comes Kaleo. Throws, ground ball. Lewis can't hang on.
It was the spot that Corey Fuller could not get to it.
2nd down and goal. Kaleo looking, end zone to Harris. Overthrows it. Corey Sawyer covering on the play.
Before the X's and O's part of it, and you saw how long he had to talk about it.
Here comes Kaleo. Kaleo looking in the end zone, throws it away, intended for Prunzik. They're going for it on 4th and goal from the 9. Kaleo looking, intended for Prunzik, incomplete. Brooks covering on the play. We also see a wide receiver, Aaron Dealey. Bobby Bowden gets some extra people into the ball game, and Florida State's going to take the conservative approach. And time is going to run out here on the first half. A very successful first half for Florida State. As Florida State leads here 42-7, Jess, as we said, it has been a showcase for Charlie Ward and his many talents.
And Steve, no matter what the score, each coach tells his squad the first 5 minutes of the second half is when you got to set the tone. Florida State just can't sleepwalk through this second half, but Maryland, it's up to them. They're the ones that are going to start out on defense.
And Charlie Ward is back at the control. Starters all the way with McCorvey split wide right. Back to throw is Ward, headed to the flats, complete to Vanover for the first down. And he is brought down by Brendan Berther at the 28. First and 10. Pitch comes to McMillan. Inge forces him to the outside, but McMillan's going to make something out of this one. He spins from Rosen and is in Maryland territory at the 49-yard line.
Tiger McMillan's going for a touchdown.
27-yard gain on the play. Here comes Ward. It is complete. And Vanover is driven out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Florida State leading comfortably 42-7. The reverse, Vanover, and it is diagnosed by Mark Sturdivant. Second down, 13 for the Seminoles. Play fake and a good one by Ward. Freezes everybody. Lonnie Johnson, the tight end, has his first catch of the day. Mike Jermalowicz stays with him. Third down and 8 at the 29-yard line. Florida State leading 42-7. Here's Ward. Sprinting out, he has his receiver Baker, and he catches it inbounds in time at the 17-yard line. Floyd and McMillan lined up in the eye. Ward facing a blitz, checks off to Kes McCorvey inside the 10, down to the 6. First and goal from the 6. Ward, play action, pumps, nice little touch to Lonnie Johnson for the touchdown. Lonnie Johnson, the tight end, keeps Florida State's batting average at 1,000.
Thrown to a whole lot this year.
Mowry with a kick after, and it is good. He's been perfect on 7 tries. And Florida State furthers their lead 49-7 over the Maryland Terrapins with 11:50 left in the third. Charlie Ward has thrown 4 touchdown passes in the same game. The first time it happened was the first game this season against Duke. Jermaine Lewis picks up the kick and has some running room. And trips at the 28-yard line. First and 10 Maryland. John Kaleo gives to Frank Wycheck. And Wycheck is stopped by Sterling Palmer.
Not do any giveaway type of stuff and not just fall down by themselves. What he has done and what he has seen is a team that has made absolutely no mistakes.
Here's Kaleo headed out to the corner, and he's caught up with by Carl Simpson. You know it's a little chilly, so this is a day in the park for him. Third down, though, facing his Terrapins. They trail Florida State 49-7. Kaleo under pressure. Todrick McIntosh flattens him at the 22-yard line. Back to receive. High snap there, and Sawyer will get away from this one, or try to anyway. And the ball is going to be out right at midfield. First and 10, Florida State at midfield. Charlie Ward still in there. Screen pass, it is complete to William Floyd. Floyd. Inge tries to bring him down, makes the first hit at the Maryland 44-yard line.
Out of 8 possessions.
Still plenty of time left in this ball game, too. There could be other touchdowns coming. They responded very nicely, and they're finishing the season on a strong note. Charlie Ward with excellent execution. Fires a pass complete to Kevin Knox.
This is a perfect situation for Danny Cannell. The game's out of reach. This is the time where you learn as a true freshman.
Cannell's going to the air. But Sturdivant brings him down, along with Madison Bradley.
They're down. There's still 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter, but they're still playing just like it's the first.
Second and 17. Here comes the reverse to Knox. Penalty on the play. Knox brought down by Inge at the 29-yard line. Holding call.
But this is a team that's never satisfied.
Here comes the fake reverse, and Tiger McMillan's on the corner. McMillan trying to make some yardage, gets a nice block by Floyd. Could be on his way. Touchdown, Florida State. William Floyd put on a block, didn't he?
Great run by Tiger McMillan.
Here comes the kick. It is up and it is good by Dan Mowry. Tiger McMillan on the long run. The only thing that could stop them was the first half clock.
And it looks like in the second half, the only thing that's going to stop them is the end of the game.
Lewis. Weiser says we're not coming out with this one. John Kaleo still in there at the controls of the Maryland offense. Terrapins trying to get something going in this one. Play it for Pride. Pass is complete. And it's a good for a first down at the 33-yard line. First and 10 at the 33. Downfield, Kaleo. Looks like he's found Jermaine Lewis complete in Florida State territory at the 44-yard line. First and 10. Kaleo. A little inside toss to Jermaine Lewis. And Lewis puts on a burst of speed that got some nice yardage down to the 34-yard line. Our score, 56-7. Florida State comfortably in front. Maryland looking at second and 10. There is Wycheck, and he is greeted by Derek Brooks at the 39-yard line. It's a loss.
Made quite a name for himself.
Third down and 4. Maryland looking for first. They trail 56-7. Long pass going for 6. It's a touchdown. And it is caught by Jermaine Lewis. Lewis scores, and Maryland comes out to greet him. Jermaine Lewis's first touchdown of his college career from Dave DeArmas. Kick is up, and it is good. So, measure of pride for the Maryland Terrapins, who trail Florida State 56-14 in the third. Terrapins trail still 56-14 with 5:26 left to go in the third. Tamarick Vanover for only the second time today on a kickoff return, and he's something to watch. Heads down the sideline, and DeArmas, the kicker, has to drive him out of midfield. The day, by the way.
We have 2 blocks, illegal blocks in the back on the return team. One of the fouls occurred here. That will be declined. Block in the back here, will be accepted. First down.
I finally got a touchdown playing college football.
12th touchdown pass of the year for Kaleo. Clyde Allen now
for Maryland. And this year, Kaleo has come back and had a very solid season.
Danny Cannell throws a trap ball out to the flats to Shannon Baker, who does his best.
As quickly as you possibly can. The only way to do that is start sending people.
3rd and 7. Here comes Allen. Allen puts on the Jets, and he's on his way. Has the field beat, and he will go all the way for a touchdown unless Lawrence can catch him. Drives him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's an 84-yard run by Clyde Allen.
There's no way I'm going to quit. I'm going to fight my way to make that tackle.
First and goal. Here comes Allen. Allen looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. It's 62-14.
For a touchdown.
Ooh, the kick by Mowry is blocked. Looked like Madison Bradley might have got the hand on it. So some measure of revenge for Maryland. Bobby Bowden's pretty happy about it. Still 4:30 left to go here in the third quarter, which will be December 6th. Mowry getting set for the kick. Here comes Lewis at the 9. Lewis has had an exciting day, head for the corner. And Lewis is flattened there. We've got an offside call against Florida State. Make enough noise here now. You get 72,000. You'll know you've been somewhere. Kick goes behind the Maryland receivers. Lewis has to track it down. Now here's Inns, and he gets it out to the 10-yard line. 62-14, Florida State. Here comes Kaleo. And he has the first down. We'll mark him out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Try something new. Whatever you can do, we'll take it.
Looked like the second Fungalooski of the day. There's Kaleo pages in their playbook, and now they're going to be called for illegal motion. Kaleo looking at 1st and 15. Kaleo shovel pass. Wycheck has some running room. And Wycheck is brought down at the 29-yard line. Second and short. Kaleo. A long count. Hands off to Wycheck, and he surges ahead for the first down. Has it out to the 34-yard line. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Kaleo throws complete. Crumbs it. Upended at midfield and into Florida State territory at the 47-yard line. Kaleo at midfield, 1st and 10. Trying to get vertical, now running for his life. DeAndre Clark chasing him. Derek Brooks makes sure he doesn't go more than a yard. Saw Pat Kennedy up here in the press box for Florida State. He, of course, Charlie Ward, 2 sports star. Frank Wycheck, flattened for a loss. He's got the leadership skills. He has the ability. Not afraid to shoot the ball either. Here comes Kaleo looking at third down, trailing 64-14. His pass for Richie Harris is almost picked off by Tommy Henry.
To gain some yards.
Here's DeArmas to punt the ball away. Corey Sawyer deep. And he'll get away from that if he can.
What happened is they missed those opportunities. Things just went south on.
There's Felix Harris, and he is hit and thrown for a loss. Second down and 16. Florida State back at their own 7. Here's Cannell. Sturdivant in pursuit. And Cannell tries to get out of bounds, but Weisling will make him pay for it at the 18-yard line. You probably thought it was the final minute of the 4th quarter. It's not. It's still in the 3rd. We're going to get 2 and 3 deep here on both teams into this 4th quarter. Time running out here in the 3rd. 62-14, Florida State. Cannell the throw on 3rd down. Looking long and overthrows his intended receiver, Shannon Baker.
Going to have to play today.
Just getting loose. And probably needs a little warm-up time. Flags all over the place on the field. And you thought we were out of the 3rd quarter.
Participation on the defensive team, 12 men on. We got a first down into the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Florida State scores 20. Maryland scores 7. Here comes Felix Harris. Looked like he had a notion to throw it, and Reagan is going to pull him down along with Sturdivant. Georgia Tech leading Baylor, an important game for the Yellow Jackets, Bull Holtz, and Louisiana Tech still leading South Carolina. Cannell gets the screen pass out to Felix Harris, and he's got some running room. Lewis shakes off a block by Dealey, and then 62-14. Florida State in the lead. They've led just about all the way. Here comes Harris. Down to the 36-yard line. Second down now, and 9. Florida State at the Maryland 36. Cannell gives to Pierce. And Jason Pierce, the backup fullback, gets up to about the 32-yard line. We're going to run some clock. Inside handoff. On his way, this is Crockett. Crockett for the touchdown. Zach Crockett. A burst of speed and carries him all the way down. 32-yard run officially for Crockett. Mowry's point after is good. And Florida State nears the 70 mark. They lead at 69-14 with 12:49 left. See, they want to keep the tomahawk chop here, and they should get credit for it, obviously. Here's Jermaine Lewis. Lewis headed down the sidelines. And Corey Sawyer drives him out. And Scott Milanovich, new quarterback into the ball game, the redshirt freshman. Highly prized recruit. Is in there for the Terrapins. Out of the shotgun. Running for his life. Gets greeted into this ball game as he intended to pass for Jermaine Lewis.
I think Florida State's got that in their sights just by themselves.
That's right, Milanovich. Pass is intended for Lewis, and it is complete. 3rd down and inches for Maryland. Scott Milanovich will call his own number and get the first down, 2 yards shy of midfield. First and 10 at the 48. Here comes Milanovic to throw. Derek Alexander in hot pursuit. And Milanovic checks off into a hot pattern to Richie Harris. Out of the shotgun on second down and 10. Here's the screen to Harris. They've used it 4 times, and this time it doesn't work that well. Milanovic. Has some time. Sets and fires. Pass complete to Prunzik. And Prunzik is going to be marked out of bounds at the 41-yard line of first and 10 at the Florida State 41-yard line. Milanovic, nice touch over the middle for Weaver. Does he hang on? Yes! At the 12-yard line. What a reception by Russ Weaver. As Weaver split wide out again, here is Wycheck inside the 10. John Davis. Here's Lewis. Trying to get around the corner. And he is slowed down at third down. Third down and a long 6. Maryland trying to punch one in here. Pass to Wycheck. Wide open field, but it closed down quickly. Crowd giving Milanovic the same treatment they gave Kaleo on this edge of the field. Wycheck has the first down and the touchdown. He broke the plane, and Maryland gets the score.
It's a gutsy call by Mark Duffner. You think they have, because they haven't been able to run over him all day.
Kick is up, and it is good. Florida State 69, the Maryland Terrapins 21 with 8:25 left in the fourth. You would imagine in a game with these many points. Dave DeArmas getting set to kick it away. William Floyd's under it at the 22. Floyd changes direction. It gets out to the 32-yard line. Mike Heath, the new quarterback for Florida State, the third one today. And we have whistles.
Dead ball. The left game on the offensive team. First down.
Clemson is leading North Carolina in the fourth with 12:46 remaining. Major turn of events there, and the Wolfpack doing well. Here's Felix Harris out to midfield.
You might talk about maybe 1,000 yards of offense today by Florida State.
Well, they're up at 787, and these two teams have already combined. Second down and 2, 7:30 left to go. The clock is moving. Heath hands off to Harris, and Harris gets up to the 35-yard line.
I mean, there's no rest for the weary, especially after playing a game like that against North Carolina.
Here comes Zach Crockett, who just scored a touchdown a while ago. He goes straight ahead. Second down and 3. Here's Harris. Has the first down. And he's
Itching to get in the bus.
First and 10, Florida State at the Maryland 24. Here's Harris. Escapes one tackle, but he'll escape no more as Dave Marone and company. And then Georgia Tech, Virginia, and North Carolina battling it out there for that third spot. We'll donate $1,000 to the Atlantic Coast Conference to be distributed among the member institutions under a conference-approved plan.
It's a chance for them to learn, so the coaches, just because this game's out of reach doesn't mean the coaches don't quit coaching.
There, and the runners don't stop running as Felix Harris gets inside the 5-yard line down to the 3. Our score, Florida State 69, Maryland 21, but hold on, it could change. Here's Zach Crockett looking for his second touchdown of the day, doesn't get it. Stopped up at the line of scrimmage.
It's just that Florida State has been absolutely, they've done everything perfect.
And they've got their fourth quarterback of the day in the ball game, Mike Beret. Third down and goal. Felix Harris tries for the end zone and doesn't. Now it becomes a thing of pride.
Well, there's a difference between just not quitting and actually going out and making a difference.
It doesn't get cold either. Harris still looking for the end zone, doesn't get it, and Maryland will take over on downs. 69-21. Scott Milanovic now in the shadow of his own end zone in his own 1-yard line as Maryland is held. Frank Wycheck gets the ball, and he is driven back into the end zone, but they'll mark his forward progress out. They are 10 out of 12 in scoring on possessions. Milanovic throws to Wycheck. He's got some running room, more than we had thought, and gets knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Could find himself playing there a little more often. Maryland forced to use him in that spot because of injuries. Here's Milanovic, and he is sacked at his own 15-yard line. Second down and long yardage for Maryland. 19 to go for Scott Milanovic. Draw play goes to Wycheck. Wycheck up over the 24-yard line and just about back to where he caught that pass away. Third down and 10. Maryland trailing here 69-21. Milanovic, pass complete to Weaver. Flag thrown into it.
Defensive face mask, 5 yards. Tacked on to the run. First down.
Maybe down to the last play of this football game. Maryland with Scott Milanovic looking at 1st and 10. The draw play goes to Wycheck. He's in Florida State territory at the 46. As Florida State has conquered Maryland by a score of 69-21. The Seminoles make it complete. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.